Hi. Gracias por ver este video. I'm so happy that you all are here with me. I'm giving you guys some more Spanish stuff because I know that you've been asking for it. You've seen some of the other videos that I've done in the past. So I want to bring some more of that to you today. And I know specifically a lot of you have an interest of like being able to understand like spoken Spanish better. And some of you just have an interest for like Spanish from the Dominican Republic. So let's do it. I have a list here with me. I'm going to share my screen also. And I feel like if you can just get these concepts, you will likely be able to uh, pick it up sooner, I would say. So let me go ahead and get the screen up for you guys and we will talk about it. Here it is. I'm going to pull it up for myself as well. It's my list. I have 7 things here and we're going to start with numero uno. For number 1, I put S. And so, oh, hold on. Okay, perfect. I have S, and basically, in a lot of cases, the S's are pretty much omitted, or it sounds like eh, and this will happen at the end of words or in the middle of words. And an example I'll use for that quickly is using the word hacer, and then, if I wanted to say, like, you, tú hacer, and I conjugated, it would be tú haces. So there's an S and an N. But what you may likely end up hearing is tú hace, and the S is gone. So that's what I mean with that example. Ahora bien, número dos. Número dos, I have ES. And ESs can pretty much either be omitted or it will sound like an eh. Example using el verbo estar, estamos, or it's going to be omitted completely. So it would be like estamos. I'll put it that way. Or like yo estoy. So that's what I mean by that. Now we have number 3. Number 3, I put like uses of pronouns. I would say a lot of uses of pronouns, and this next part that I'm going to explain to this, I feel like is my opinion because I just realized like if you didn't use the pronoun, would you know who that person is referring to? So I would say there's a lot of use of oh my gosh, ¿qué yo dije? Pronouns? ¿Qué es eso? I don't know. But a lot of uses of pronouns to help identify what's being referenced. So as an example, tú estás. Now, if you say it that way, you could totally take the tú off and just say estás. And I know I'm saying you are. Pero en este caso, because the ES is pretty much omitted, and if you just said ta, like who are you? ¿Con quién tú hablas? I don't know. So tú ta. I feel like you have to say tú in front of the ta to know tú ta, tú estás. That's the same with usted ta, tú hace, ellos tan. So I just wanted to give that as an example that I feel like there are a lot of pronouns being used because it does kind of help identify in a lot of cases. Next, número 4, en muchos casos, I would say the D's are omitted or they're kind of rounded. And an example I'm going to use is, it's not that pretty, but let's use it anyway. Pretty much to pass gas, which is pedo. But because of that D that's there, it's omitted and it will come out as peo instead of pedo. The next one here on number 5 is the R and L swap. Mind you, just so you guys are aware, I do have some videos that do talk about some of these things, so check those out. Pero the R and L swap, so in some cases, the R and the L's are exchanged, and I have some examples here. Instead of amor with the R at the end, it comes out with an L at the end, amor. And then since we're talking about amor, sometimes it will be amor, like if a friend or someone's talking to me, or like my boyfriend's talking to me or something, it may be like, hola amore, ¿cómo tú estás? More. Just throwing that out there. And then you have mar for mar, like the ocean. Now, número 6. So just like a lot of regions, there are tons of expressions and slang and just a lot of things that are specific to certain areas. So obviously you go to Argentina and guess what? They have a way that they sound and they talk igual con Mexico, con España, con Cuba, Venezuela, Colombia, all these places. They have their own little things. And so for, the DR, there's tons of expressions that you would just have to get used to. And I have a list of a few here. Let me just pull this up so you can see it a little bit more. There we go. So some examples. Un chin. Un chin, just like a little bit. Se me fue la guagua. No relaje, no bulto. ¿Tú vas a YouTube ahora? I don't know, I'm just using an example. Tato, que lo que. There are a lot of cases where, your friend or family member might be talking to you and they'll be like, wow, oh, so, oh, desgraciado. There's a lot of expressions. That's all I'm saying. Last but not least, we have just the rhythm, just how it, just how it all comes together and how it just sounds. It can be fast, and I'm telling you, if you have a lot of tuta, tato, and like all of that in those sentences, it does make it go a little bit faster, I feel like, and kind of smush together. And then I would say tonation in certain cases. So, por ejemplo, if I want to ask you, like, do you want some café? I might come out of, ¿tú quieres un chin de café? And if you notice, I start out high and then I go kind of low. ¿Tú quieres un chin de café? ¿Tú quieres un chin de café? So something like that. Again, just an example. But yeah, so those are some things that I wanted to just throw out there for you guys. And again, it's not to say that everyone that's from the DR speaks this way. These are just some items. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really need your support. So please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, por favor, subscribe, leave a comment, share, help get this out, because I really need you guys' support to help me to be able to make more videos for you. So los quiero mucho and stay tuned for next time. Besos.